Ladies and gentlemen, let me look at the list here. We got Zach Lucas, we got Bill Tackett, and of course, Billy Joe Eastep, a.k.a. Skeezy,
Yes.
the one and only Ghost Pilot. What's happening, boys?
Not a lot.
A lot.
Hey, happy almost Halloween to y'all.
Oh yeah. That's
Means a lot to us.
Yeah, I had to get y'all as a guest for the Halloween episode, man. Just such a fitting name. And see, I love bands that have such a cool, unique name, and y'all definitely got that. Where does Ghost Pilot come from? How do you come up with a name like that?
me and you. Yeah. We were just on the phone and we just come up with band names. We'll say something just completely out there, and we'll go with that would be an awesome metal band name or something, and that's just one of those things. We were probably talking about the Bermuda Triangle, and I said something about it, or he said something about it, and
You got Ghost Pilot from the Bermuda Triangle? Boy, like Amelia Earhart or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just say song names and stuff. Everyday conversation, we'll just pick something that's stupid out of it and say that would be a cool.
But hey, I mean, like a lot of people do that though that I know of, and y'all just happen to actually go with it.
It's like one of the songs in this album. What's that? Urban Tumbleweed. Me and Bill were going in Walmart, and there was a plastic bag coming down the parking lot, and I looked at it and said it's like an urban tumbleweed or something, and then we wrote a song about pollution.
Nice. But yeah, and y'all had that brand new album, Gravedigger. The album art is wicked. I seen where you're, don't they call you the
Plague Doctor.
The Plague Doctor.
the Plague Doctor? Do y'all like each have a nickname for your spot in the band?
But he's always been Skeezy. I go by Wiggly a lot, just on my YouTube channel and stuff.
I had Victor Hearst was my first one.
Victor Hearst.
Yeah, I had an AP
Okay.
with my poetry.
Where does Victor come in? The word Victor.
I just like it. I couldn't tell you.
It does. I mean, like if I was one to like being like kind of like a grungy Misfit style Halloweenish scary group, Victor. Yeah, that's like the dude that owns the haunted mansion. Yeah, his name is Victor. Yeah. That's cool. Though. And like whenever you were coming up with how do you come up with the characters? Like how you look as whatever y'all are on the album
this is
cover.
just how I dress every day. I just look like this, bro.
But like the album cover, like like how does something like that? How do you come up with the album art?
Well, we knew the aesthetic we wanted to go for the first album because like our logo is the Mr. Dots or skeleton, the skeleton with the bomber hat. So he's like, wouldn't it be cool if we were all skeletons? And I sit down with a pencil and paper and started sketching stuff out one day, and here we are.
So you drew all of that by yourself?
Yeah.
That's wild, man. How long have you been drawing for?
My entire life, just on and off. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Well, that's any good hobby. Do y'all have hobbies or anything?
I write poetry.
No. How long have you been doing that for, man?
Couple years. Pretty much half my life.
Do you have like any like favorite poets or authors or
Edgar Allan
anything?
Poe.
Yeah, man. I got a black cat. I named him Edgar Meowin' Poe. Yeah. What was your favorite Edgar Allan Poe story?
Probably, I love them all, but I'd have to say either Telltale Heart or The Black Cat was good.
Yeah. I always like Telltale Hearts. That's, man, that dude was wicked. Like, there's not many people like that in history. Didn't he go crazy? Didn't he have, like, some type of mental disorder?
I say he had plenty.
Oh.
No one know how he died or nothing.
Dude, like, yeah, to come up with stories like that, though,
You have to have something, man.
Yeah, well, like with Stephen King, you know, like is a nightmare just a normal dream to a dude like that? I mean,
Stephen King, he half the books he wrote, he was high on shrooms. So
I read that.
I saw that, son.
Yeah, he would get loaded up on a little bit of everything and just go for it.
And like he would write like a couple pages and wake up and not even. Whoa, I wrote that?
Yeah.
I don't even remember writing that.
And it was like some of his best books, too, like Carrie, and the list goes on.
That's with Ozzy, too.
They was constantly on drugs. Did you see where they spent, like, more money on cocaine?
For which album was it, or who was
Master
it?
Reality.
Yeah, they spent more money on drugs than they spent on making the album.
Yeah.
Well, on Master Reality?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't hear that story.
I think it's that
I
one.
think it's that album.
And Ozzy's still alive because, well, he's got that something wrong with his liver that it just metabolizes alcohol and stuff like that quicker. So that's the only reason he's still alive.
I think that Ozzy died about 30 years ago, and what all the stuff that he done in the 80s is just keeping him going at this point. And Keith Richards, he's just been around since the beginning of time.
You know how they say every time you smoke a cigarette,
I
it
was
takes
gonna say that.
3 days off your life? Well, those days go to Keith Richards.
That's a good one, man.
I'm fully convinced of that one.
Hey, I seen a meme on Facebook one day. It had like a God showing Adam and Eve around, and they're like,
Here's
"Who's
Keith
that?"
Richards.
They're like, "Oh, that's Keith Richards. He was here when I got here." But man, it's just, and them guys. I mean, like they're not slowing down anytime soon. Heck, even Willie Nelson, that dude's
he's still
104. Yeah, I mean, he's still somehow going.
My biggest question about him is when he dies, I wonder how much that guitar will sell for.
Oh, Trigger. I don't even know if you could sell that. That just
It'll
has
be
to go in
bad.
some type of museum
it'll
or
be
something,
bad.
man.
It's so beat up too. Like you see how it looks.
But that won't happen in my lifetime. So.
No. Maybe someday,
The next 2 generations, maybe after we're gone.
Yeah.
After we're gone.
What an iconic guitar, too, man. There's not many of them. What?
Because it was a Martin M22 with a acoustic, like I think it was a saddle mic whenever those first came around off of another guitar. Because that company had given him that guitar and like some drunk at a bar broke it and he just took the mic out of that one and put it in that M22.
Wow.
Because a few years back they found one that was like a serial number really close to Trigger and then put the same stuff in it and Willie didn't want it.
Wow, that's wild. Isn't that a thing like where they only have one person to work on that guitar too?
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard that story.
Like piece it together with toothpicks and super glue and
Hey, if it works, it works.
it worked.
We were talking before we got on air here. Y'all have been a band not even a year at this
I
point,
can
right?
tell you today. I should have looked this up
It hasn't
before.
been that long.
We don't even know when.
But it's been like the beginning of this year, right?
Yeah, it was like
That's
sometime
wild, man.
after. It was sometime after coronavirus.
It
stuff.
was during
like
quarantine. bro.
yeah.
That's like the last 7 months, right? Not even half. Well, a little over half a
I think
year.
our first project released in May, I believe.
Whoa, dude! And y'all have done a lot, man. EP, now a full album, a bunch of singles. Y'all been putting in work, dude. Well, I guess you're in quarantine. What else is
Yeah,
there
we
to
have
do?
nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Which we have. That's something else. We have never written music for this band all in the same room together.
Whoa.
It's all been done over the internet.
Hey, if it works, it works. Like the was it the Ramon cover that you were like? It looked like you were on a Zoom call or something.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah. What is that like? Really, what it was?
No, but that's yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works, man. That's one of the beautiful things about the internet. You can get stuff done that way.
You can.
April 30th is when we made the Facebook page, and we announced our EP on May 7th.
Whoa, that's wild. So, I already know it, but tell the people how Ghost Pilot even became a thing.
You'll tell that one? I've talked a lot. You can talk some.
Well, me and Zach like to make band names randomly all
Yeah.
the time on FaceTime. It's like a joke. And I'm sure you were just saying something stupid. Like, you probably said a sentence and you said Ghost Pilot, and I probably just said that would be a funny band name.
And then
And then we
Mirrored
just
Image,
used it.
and then Mirrored Image had their cover contest. This is the go check Mirrored Image out if you don't know them.
Yeah, they're great.
We
Love
gotta
them
plug
guys.
them. They've been a great help to us and a great support of us. But they did that cover contest, and we said, hey, we want to enter in the cover contest. And I don't believe you were in that one. I think it was just me and BJ, but we threw your name in the hat as association. And
Because I was sick at the time.
Oh, did you have COVID?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
no, it's one of those things that if you sniffle, nobody wanted to be around anybody.
Well, that's the thing. You can't even tell people like I'm feeling a little bit under the weather now or anything.
say that.
Yeah, you just directly COVID.
Yeah, but we wanted to do it, and we said, hey, we wanted to make a band for a little while, and we said, this would be a good time to start one, and if we do well in that contest or we win it or something, that might get us some visits to our page and get our name out there a little bit more to start with. So,
Yeah. So it's all started just because of a competition.
yeah.
Who won that?
Not us.
Some guy. Oh, he didn't even win. It was.
We
it was the
eventually
Batman
got
that
mad.
won dressed as
Yeah.
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, we eventually got mad and quit trying at it because everybody started just going everywhere else and like begging people to go like this, to go do this, and like at that point, it's not about the music; it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
So I eventually messaged him and was like, "Hey, we're not even going to try anymore."
Yeah. That happens. Excuse me. That happens a lot in the quote unquote entertainment industry. Yeah. It's more about popularity than the quality of the music or the whole reason why you're even doing it in the first place. And it sucks, man, because popularity only goes so far. I mean, if you ain't got the talent and all that.
During that contest, our biggest competition, there was this guy, and it's like his cover wasn't bad. It's just we were a full band and we recorded a music video and everything for it, and he was sitting there on his couch playing his guitar.
Yeah.
And that was our biggest competition with it. And then
we was about to get it, and
she posted hers in like the last 2 days of the thing and beat out that guy. So it was a victory for us because we just wanted to outdo him at that point.
We won in our book,
but we eventually gave up.
Well, it's cool though that like that blossomed into what y'all are doing now, man. And you're gonna be doing a Monster Mash cover for Halloween, right? That's what y'all talking about.
Yeah, it'll release sometime this week, hopefully before Halloween, but it is what it is.
So man, I love that y'all even exist because I grew up listening to bands, like the Misfits and the Ramones, and it's good to exist. But I love the folk and the country side of and bluegrass. It's all great music to me, and I know that that's what our area is built upon, and it's great. Mm-hmm. But I grew up. I was a skater kid, and I was listening to the Ramones and Misfits, Dropkick Murphys, and Nirvana and Audioslave, like all these kind of grungy, punk rock, alternative bands. And nothing like that has existed until y'all. Really? That y'all are the only ones that I know of in this area when it comes to real punk.
I forgot we are missing a band member. Mark Chaney from Mirrored Image is a member of Ghost Pilot. He just doesn't know it yet.
Shout out to Mark Chaney. That dude's talented, man.
Hey, that contest, you were supposed to win like a merch bundle or whatever they said, and we said we was going to message him and just tell him, hey, we don't want the merch. We want Mark Chaney. We don't even have to have your Mark Chaney. We just want our own Mark Chaney.
If cloning was a thing in the 21st century right now, we could do it.
Don't they have they have an album coming out?
Yeah,
sometime.
on the 30th, actually. Well, he was going to release a song on Halloween, but they were releasing their album, and our Gravedigger album, it released on the same day as one of their singles did. So I was like, I don't want to release on the same day as them again.
Yeah, I understand.
We'll hold back on that.
Everybody check it out. October 30th, Mirrored Image. Everything Means Nothing to Me. What a great album name.
Which I love Mirrored Image. I love what they do. We're just this stream or this podcast is just going to be us talking about Mirrored Image and how awesome they are.
We love Mirrored Image. They are great. No, but it's cool though that there's becoming a new rock scene around here.
We needed it.
Yeah, I mean, because in aside from classic rock and the 80s hair metal, the stuff that came after that, like what y'all and bands like Mirrored Image and hopefully more come to do, y'all could be pioneers of this new scene around here.
That was kind of our plan.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
But surprisingly enough, most of our plays come from places that are not here.
Yeah.
On iTunes and Spotify and whatnot.
Hey, but I think you have to start in places like that too, and then kind of prove yourself to your community.
My dad was in a punk band in the 90s and early 2000s, and that kind of inspired me to start playing bass. Because he played bass.
Oh, that's cool.
He taught me how. And I said, I want to do the same thing you did. So that's kind of the reason I started.
That's kind of how I started.
Yeah, you started out the same way.
They've all played instruments all their life. I'm the baby here.
Oh, how long have you been playing?
I started playing in 8th grade, and I'm a college freshman now.
Okay, so you still got some.
But I've quit so many times and come back to it.
How long have y'all two been playing?
I've been playing drums since I was 4.
I've been playing since I've been, I would say, about 12 or so. But
that's cool. What were you doing it for? Do you just getting pots and pans out of the kitchen?
No, I had a drum set. My dad's always played music, and I would go up it was at my papa's house, I would go up to the stairs and watch them all play music. And dude, I don't even remember not playing drums. I don't remember like
wild.
a day not playing drums in my life.
My parents were great to me, and they never beat me. But if they bought me a drum set when I was 4, I would drive them so crazy. I don't know what they're going to do, and I probably would have.
Yeah, like dude, I wasn't
it.
playing like those toy drums. I was like on a real drum set. I couldn't reach the pedals. You couldn't even really see me behind the drum set either.
That's cool though, man. That's so. What is y'all's? Do y'all have like a plan for this whole ghost pilot thing, or are you just kind of
Have fun
going
with
with it?
It's kind of see what
Going
happens.
with it.
Man.
That previous band we had, our goal, we just wanted to get to mirrored image status with that other one, and it just never went anywhere because we were all playing music we didn't like.
Yeah.
So this one was just an experiment. Let's have fun with it and see where it goes.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I like about y'all's bio. I mean, you have punk, rock, metal, indie, folk band, just kind of doing what we feel.
Yeah,
Stay lifted.
that's
pretty much it, yeah.
I wanted everybody to expect what we were going to do because I don't want to be tied to anything. I want to do what we feel like doing. That's like this album it's so many different things. There's no consecutive theme to it.
Well,
That's what we want.
yeah, and that's becoming like the norm for artists now, and that's so exciting
Yeah,
because
dude, like genres don't exist anymore.
no, and that's exciting, man. Because like, I mean, heck, we play some music on here like that. It ain't one of my favorite songs, but that "Heartless" song by that Diplo guy or whatever.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like a country and pop mix, you know. And you got Chris Stapleton, Ed Sheeran, and Bruno Mars.
Did you see where Taylor Swift done a folk album?
Yeah, do y'all know Bon Iver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He produced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he produced it too
Yeah.
because I knew he was on Exile. Me and BJ listened to that album the day it released on the way home from Tennessee.
The folklore. Yeah.
We listened to it because we wanted to make fun of it.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like our favorite thing for a really long time.
It was a great album.
That's
it
the
was,
best thing she ever released.
yes, by far, dude. I mean, it was just the instrumentation, the experimenting, and Bon Iver. You know, that's why I've always liked that group.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the dude's name? Justin Vernon. He's the lead singer of it. Man, he's on a totally different planet when it comes to making whatever style of music he makes. But that's the thing, man. Like you said, genres don't exist.
Yeah, dude.
And you can get so creative now.
It's like trap metal exists now.
Is that a thing? I'm not going to be surprised.
Metal Grass.
Yeah, we always wanted to make some bluegrass metal.
Oh, what's that one group? You ever heard of Days and Days?
No.
That they do like, it's like bluegrass, but also punk. Like it's
That's
like punk bluegrass, but it's all acoustic instruments. Somebody has a washboard, somebody has a banjo and a guitar,
awesome.
We might
no
have to try
drums. Dude, if you get a chance, like Days, Days, then like Days, and Confused. Dude, they're a great band. And that's the thing, man. Like it's just music is finally exciting again. It's not
It is.
boring anymore. Like, and I was saying, like Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton. There's a song called "Blow," and man, like it will blow out your speakers. That's how much it rocks. And who would have thought, like Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton would do like a really heavy rock song?
I haven't heard it.
No, I haven't heard it
I
either.
didn't even know they did a song.
Dude, it is.
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, but it's the stuff like that don't make it to the charts. You know, it ain't
You can't-
mainstream.
You can't go by numbers and what's on the charts
No.
anymore because it's not. Because since the internet is a thing, there's so much crazy bands out there
Yeah.
that you'll find that has like 1,000 follows, and they're fantastic.
Sometimes they're the best, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best. Yeah.
Which I don't know if we're about to hit 100 on Instagram, and then we were at 300 and something on Facebook. So
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, you just gotta do some digging. For
now, I'm
some
not saying
good
that our music's the best, but
Hey, but I mean,
it's
it's
something.
listen. I can't understand what y'all say in y'all's music, but I dig it, man. I really do. But that's the thing about punk, man, that I've always loved, and I've always like because this is what I listen to. My wife, it drives her crazy. She does like the Jonas Brothers and Hilary Duff, like anything that was on the Disney Channel in 2005. That's what she listens to.
That.
But so like we have just a totally different style of music that we listen to, and she'll ask me like, why am I listening to bands like Danzig or the Misfits or the Ramones? Because original punk like the Sex Pistols and all of that, it didn't have to sound good.
It was just emotion. It was just whatever they wanted.
Yeah, it was it's about meaning.
It didn't care about if the singer sounded good, if the guitar was in tune, the drum was on beat. None of that mattered.
G.G. Allen or something.
Yes. Anybody under 18 years and older, do not look up G.G. Allen. but it was just a beautiful thing. I mean, even how crazy Gigi was and some of the very
terrible things.
Terrible things.
Nobody.
Terrible
There will never be
things.
another Gigi Allen.
It's
There
not
doesn't need
legal.
to be another G.G.
We can't even I was about to name off some of his album names just to like.
I don't think you can.
You can't. No, it's he hopefully there's never another Gigi Allen. But even what he was doing was kind of a beautiful thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was
Art.
Yeah,
It was entertaining.
People got to express themselves. They got to get
It
wild.
was crazy, man.
Yeah, you didn't have to dance good. You just mosh pit.
Just beat the crap out of your fans.
Yeah, that's all you had to do, and defecate on the stage and everything else.
Or any other thing that could possibly come out the human body.
Man, that guy was wild.
Oh.
But punk was. I'm glad it's making that comeback. Because that's what music is really all about. Once you get to the core of it, is the emotion and how it
It's
makes
just
you
being
feel.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
and with punk, that's about as good as you can get. You know.
Just another thing. A lot of the songs I have anything to do with, unless like that are like My Oh My and I Want to Be Me, are the songs that I kind of claim as mine. They're grunge. That's what I do. I like the Nirvana, like MTV Unplugged stuff, and that's kind of what I was going for with those. So it's just kind of all over the place.
So like, do y'all have bands that kind of like inspire y'all, or
Oh
just
yeah, dude, so many.
what are like some of like the top ones?
How many?
Black Sabbath.
How many do you want?
Probably like
And what was yours?
it's really like according what I'm doing, because like vocal wise, probably like Lamb of God or something.
I can get that.
I like Gorgoroth.
Nice.
Not
Not a lot of
it's
people.
like Gaul. I love Gaul so much.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about music like that.
And like Angels and Airwaves. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
That's a great name.
You've heard of, everybody knows who Blink-182 is.
Oh yeah.
But Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
He has another band called Angels and Airwaves. And I'm hugely influenced by Angels and Airwaves.
I love Peter Steele, and Typo Negative, stuff like that.
Isn't the Tom DeLoden dude? Ain't he the UFO guy too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
This dude is more credible than the CIA whenever it comes
Because that
to
was
aliens.
his video. That one video they released the other day and said they didn't know what it was. It was his video.
Dude, I'm a huge Tom DeLonge fan.
Yeah, and not just even Blink-182, just who he is as a person.
He's crazy, dude. I
Yeah.
love him.
So, but I was going to say, man, I forgot what I was going
Peter
to say.
Steele. You're talking about Typo Negative?
Typo Negative. What was that one band back in the 90s, man? That
Carnivore.
was Prodigy. Was
Prodigy.
Not Prodigy. Who's the ones that had the lead singer just died a few years ago? Was it Prodigy?
I'm not sure.
Man, it's too early to do these interviews. But man, like that the 90s like kind of the Prodigy, yeah. That they were like the electronic punk sound.
Like post-punk type of stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands
Rammstein.
of all time is Rammstein.
Oh yeah,
German industrial metal. That's
Industrial
where it's
metal,
at.
dude. I've listened to that band before. I have no idea what they're. Yeah, I mean like punk. You already can't. It's already hard to understand
Yeah.
the lyrics, but when it's in a totally different language,
Oh, yeah.
See, they do songs in German and French and English and Spanish, and it's great. I love it. I can speak a little bit of German, and I've taken a college Spanish class, and so I can kind of understand some of their stuff. But
why do you want to like? Why is German? Why do you go that way?
why not?
I would like. I don't. They just sound so angry.
I love that.
Snallygaster
Is
on
real-
our first EP is the chorus that I sing it in German.
Whoa, that's
is.
wild. Well, I guess like German does sound good for your style of music.
Yeah.
Like I can't picture like punk Latino music.
Well, see that, yeah, yeah. Well, see that first EP, it's called Drage Historie, and it's literally dragon stories in Norwegian. Is the actual meaning of the name? But it was all about folklore monsters. Like one of the songs Mothman, and one of them's Dogman, and one of them's Poplik. Well, Snallygaster is German for quick mind.
That's cool, man.
So that's kind of why it was in German.
You know that they do have like cool, like the sayings are cool, especially with the all style music. My dad, he was stationed over there, so he's like fluent, and all I know is ich weiß nicht. And don't that mean like I don't know?
I think so. Like I said, I know just enough to pick out words and kind of understand what someone's saying.
Yeah,
Most of mine is from listening to Rammstein and trying to figure out what they're saying. So,
but I mean, like it's other styles of music too from like other countries are now getting to the United States. It used to be like totally different. You know, like we would be popular other places, but now it's like totally. Do y'all listen to that? What's that one group? It's that guy and the girl. One dude's name is Ninja. And what is their name, man? They had that one song.
I know what you're talking about.
They had that
They're
one
really
song.
weird. They're really weird.
They had that one song, Bad Brain.
It's like some Artwood or like.
Yes, Die Artwood. Die Antwood.
I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, but.
Yeah, it's like that, like the electronic punk that I'm talking about. Them people are wild. I don't like. Is there anybody that's done punk? Heavy rock music and been like totally normal?
I don't think so.
I'm not normal.
You couldn't even be satirical about it. You that's your personality, really. That's like if you do punk music and stuff.
Yeah.
That's like you can't fake that.
Yeah, it's.
I just want to see like a Harvard professor, like as the lead singer of a punk band. You know, that'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
So the Gravedigger album. If y'all just became a band, like what, back in May or April, how long does it usually take to make an album? What, a week?
Most of the songs on this were written in a night. Like Gravedigger was written in a night. My Oh My was another night.
Smithy Sorrow.
We scrapped like 20-some songs off this album. We set out and we said we wanted to write 30 songs and pick the 8 best and put on the album. That's what we ended up doing. So we scrapped a bunch of stuff.
20 songs is a lot. I mean, that's a lot to scrap, man.
A Smithy Sorrow was written at
A Smithy Sorrow was the first song that we wrote for this album, and it's the last song on the album.
Yeah, and it's like black metal.
It was written in the middle of nowhere. We've got this cabin that we used to go play music at a long time ago, and we kind of hang out at and stood there writing music.
There's an anvil on it, right? Because it's like a blacksmith. We used a propane tank.
And hit it with a drumstick to make the anvil sounds.
That's cool.
Because we had an actual anvil and an actual hammer, and I didn't like the sound it made. It didn't make the like cartoony anvil sound everybody associates with it.
Yeah.
So we just started hitting stuff with a drumstick and tried to see what would make the sound we wanted, and that's what did it.
That's another thing that I liked about y'all's album, man. You had a lot of like experimental stuff
Don't
on
Answer the
there.
Door.
Like Don't Answer the Door.
Yeah, that's the interlude, right?
Yeah.
Man. Like the whole deep sound, like deep voice and all that.
You go backwards on that
It
one.
pans to the right and the left ears.
And
Yeah.
a gunshot at the end.
I don't remember where that one came from.
Dude, I think we just did that randomly. We're like, let's just put something weird on here.
I fell in love with it when you showed me. I was like, yeah, this is what I like.
This was Kevin Harmon from Mountain Music. After we dropped the albums off, the next time we come in there, he talked about Don't Answer the Door for like 30 minutes.
He said about Yoshi's Shell or something. That sounds.
There's like a raindrop sound in there, and he said it sounded like Yoshi's shell.
I can get that, actually. I understand what he's saying there. I love Mario Kart, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of my favorite bands.
Which, while we're talking about it, that is yours.
Oh, thank you, dude. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen the back of it yet. For anybody wondering, there it is. Gravedigger. Go get your copy. Where can they get these copies at?
Mountain Music.
You can get them. You can either message our Facebook page or our Instagram. All of our social medias are at Ghost Pilot Band, or you can get them at Mountain Music or on their website, Mountain Music Exchange.
Bam. And you can also like listen to them online and stuff like Spotify, Apple.
Every platform.
Every platform.
If you want to use our songs on TikTok, they're TikTok sounds. They're everywhere.
Man, TikTok sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about TikTok, dude. So I don't.
They're everywhere. Your Instagram, our music's on everything.
What's a TikTok sound?
You can like pick like songs to be in the background of your TikToks when you record a video, and they're all on there. Our distributor sends it everywhere.
There's going to be some 13-year-old little white girl out there trying to find a TikTok sound.
And they hear like
Stumble across.
some black metal punk folk.
Looking for Jason Derulo. That dan dan. That roar roar.
Billion boy players.
Mom's going to come in to check on her. She's going to be like all black eyeshadow.
White corpse paint. And everything.
Yeah, man. See, that's another thing I loved about like the pop punk scene with like the Offspring and Blink 182. You know, all
Green
that.
Day, stuff like that.
All that was still good to me. You know, like to me, man, it's hard to find bad music. Like I don't listen to stuff like Cardi B, but anything else really I can like.
I listen to Cardi B for the meme of it.
Man, that's talking about music that doesn't deserve to be on the charts. Dude, in that music video,
Yeah.
there's water like in the house. That
Yeah.
WAP.
Walk, yeah.
Dude, there's water. Like I mean, to like the shins of people in there. She's a mom.
Her kid's gonna watch that someday.
Man, I thought my parents were embarrassing sometimes. No, dude, they ain't Cardi B and what was that one dude? Offset.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's how you have to say his name. They all
Or
scream
like
their name.
6ix9ine.
2 Chainz.
6ix9ine, yeah.
Bro, 2 Chainz is hilarious, dude. I love 2 Chainz.
Trippy Red.
I've heard of Trippie Redd. I see, like, man, I used to love like old school hip hop, but I don't know like any of the new guys.
See, it's like we all pretty much feel the same way about it. All music is good except for modern pop country.
Yep, yep. Dude, man, I can't get behind that stuff.
It's all the same.
Something
Yeah.
I don't
It's
like.
so
There's no meaning
forced.
to it. It would be different if there was meaning to it.
It's
just
sad,
there's no
really,
meaning.
because it seems like they're forced to sing like these lyrics that.
Oh yeah, some big shot in a 3-piece suit at a record label is saying, "This is what the people want. You need to sing this way."
And they're forced to do that.
Yeah.
And they want to do I guarantee you, 99.9% of them don't want to do that.
Oh no, but the money,
Yeah,
you know,
the money.
and the
They milk it,
control.
man.
Yeah, I mean, they have a contract that they have to do so many albums, or that and then the record label can sue them if they
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
complete the
screw
contracts.
record labels, bro.
Man, that is
That's
something
like Oliver
that,
Tree's biggest thing.
dude. Oliver Tree's awesome.
I love Oliver
Yeah.
Tree, man.
That Cash Machine, such a great song. But yeah, man. See, like some artists come in here, and I tell each and every one the same thing, like because they say they want to be signed to a record label
don't. No,
or
they
something like that.
I
No, that's not the way to go
It's
anymore.
scary, dude.
It's terrifying.
I used to think that, but
Yeah, and a lot of people did, until just I'd say the last decade
Yeah.
or
Because, like,
something.
even after an artist dies, bro, they still milk like their death.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at Prince. That dude's released 4 albums after his death or whatever it
Right.
is.
X or Lil Peep, they're still
Yeah.
milking
Juice
them.
WRLD. Well, Juice WRLD hasn't been that bad, but
Yeah, and it's just the people that get control over. Like when it came to Prince, they were letting people tour his house after
That's
the
so
man
weird.
died.
That's disrespectful. I
Yeah,
think.
dude.
Dude, like, you know who XXX Tentacion is?
I've never known how to pronounce his name, so I'm thankful.
Tentacion.
T-
Tentacion.
Fantastic. Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
not
know
going to
either.
try it, bro. X, yeah, the triple X dude, yeah.
The car he got shot in, they like put it in a museum
Yeah.
or something, bro.
Well, that's the thing. That, was it Tupac? Isn't what was
the car he got shot
Yeah.
in.
It's
They just
in a
let
museum or
fans take
something.
pictures with something he got shot in. Like,
It's in
what?
a museum or something.
Yeah, and that's where the dude died.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I think he died in the hospital, but still, that's still, man. I just don't get. People are so greedy, though. They'll do anything for money nowadays. That's dirty, man.
It is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's see, if I would like, I'm never going to be famous. I don't want to be famous,
Yeah.
and that's one of the main reasons why, man. It's not about who you are as a person anymore. It's about the character that you are in your music or
Yeah.
on the screen or whatever. You're not a human being anymore after you
You're a
get
cartoon character, pretty much.
yeah, and a little puppet on strings.
Yeah.
But that's the thing you'll like, and this is so strange for the type of music that I play, and BJ's the same type of music we play. One of my favorite musicians of all time is Post Malone.
Dude, he was in a metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw him live actually.
Yeah, but that's like his song. myself. I wish I could have been there myself. That's what it's about, is that he can't do anything on his own now. Everywhere he goes, he's mobbed. And
Yeah, you know, it sucks too, man. I mean,
it's either about that or it's about the Crusades.
No. Go look that one up, folks. That's an interesting read right there. But where'd y'all see Posty live? I seen him back in February of this year. He was one of my
March
last
1st.
concerts.
March 1st. There was 2 more after hours. We saw him in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, I seen. Wait, Greensboro. Okay, I thought maybe I seen him there too. I think we might have went to the same Post Malone show.
Yeah, I think it was March 1st, wasn't it?
March 1st, yeah.
It might have been, dude. I think we went to the same show. If I'm trying to see, I don't. If that was Greensboro, that was the only time that I ever even went to Greensboro. And I don't really plan to go back. No disrespect to anybody in Greensboro.
When I went there, I made sure I didn't leave anything because
Yeah, that
I
was.
don't intend on going back and getting it.
I'm trying to go through my pictures here. Okay. Yeah, Greensboro. We went to the same show, man.
We've known each other, bro.
We were like on the, like when he walks out, we were on the right side of the stage.
We were
Like,
pretty close.
yeah, like 10 rows up, I think.
Oh, that's wild,
Yeah,
man.
we were pretty
Dude,
close.
Tickets were outrageous.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a good deal on mine. Yeah.
That was the wife's birthday present. Her birthday's March 11th, so Post Malone, dude, that's her. She loved him, and that show was awesome, man. The tribute that he done to Ozzy was was cool, dude.
So, do you remember when Tyler Yavlo performed? And how he did High Right Now like 3 times, but the last time he did it, he was like, I always save this song for last. You know? And he had already played it twice.
Because he's hot right now.
What? Beat, bop, boot.
I mean, like, this is Post Malone we're talking about. The dude, if Narcotics could have like a spokesperson, you know, it's Post Malone. Yeah, he's great image.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I always like that one song. It's off of his new album. It ain't Circles, or it ain't like one of the big ones. I forget. We'll talk more after the. Yeah, but that dude, if people like go look up some of his like hardcore heavy metal stuff, and he used to do country.
Which even this last
everything.
album, there was a lot more heavier stuff on this last album.
Dude, there's like black metal on there.
Yeah,
I think he was just really, really smart with it and knew what he had to do to get famous. And I think he's trying to transition to be a rock star.
Well, I think that there's like an interesting transition going on right now in the pop music culture because you have Juice WRLD and Marshmello. They done that song "Come and Go," and that has a lot of like alternative rock sound. Machine Gun Kelly just released.
Machine Gun Kelly,
dude. That new album is great.
I love it.
I'm not a Machine Gun Kelly fan, but it's a great album.
Listen,
MGK's fake.
Yeah,
He's not real.
He might be, but like the thing that I like. The thing that I like the most about that album is that somebody as mainstream as him can bring others along. You know what I mean?
The thing about MGK is a lot of the, like, since he had that beef with Eminem, people are like, yo, Eminem destroyed him so bad he switched genres. Little do they know, MGK has been doing punk style things and was in punk bands in high school since he started.
That makes sense. I can
That
get that.
entire
with him.
beef was manufactured anyway. So.
It always is.
Yeah.
You know?
But me saying MGK's fake, that's just occasionally at 3 a.m. I message BJ and argue with him about Machine Gun Kelly being real or not just because it bothers him.
Hey, man, if you get to like that status, I don't know like who is real, you know, after a while,
really.
man. But
Talon, yeah.
yeah, it is, and it is what it is, you know. But Machine Gun Kelly, I'm not like a fan of his, but that new album, it was good.
I like it.
What is it? Tickets to My Downfall?
Tickets
That's the
to My
name of
I
it.
haven't heard it yet.
It's a straight up pop punk.
Yeah, and like it
Straight up.
sounds like just like Blink 182.
Well, Travis is playing drums for it.
If it wasn't for Travis Barker, dude, that album wouldn't sound as good as it did.
If it wasn't for Travis Barker, Blink-182 wouldn't be as good.
Yep.
And that's coming from a Blink-182 fan.
And see, and you're interesting, man, because you're the drummer and you're the singer of this group.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know like y'all,
He sings
y'all
all sing.
yeah, y'all,
But, like,
y'all
yeah,
sing.
yeah.
But like the videos that I've watched, you're doing
Yeah.
most of it. Man, how do you have breath?
Dude, it
You're like,
kind of
Oh,
sucks. Because I'm screaming too.
Yeah,
So then I gotta, yeah.
I've never seen like a hardcore band
Do that.
No.
I haven't either.
But see,
We
we've
had
got a live cover on of Sue Me of one of those singles we released, and that's like our most popular song. But we've got a live cover of it, and you can even listen to it and listen to the actual song about some of the stuff we had to change where we just have 3 people.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're sitting there recording something in the studio, it's real easy to throw something else over top of something else, but we can't do that live.
Yeah. But it still sounded good, though. I listened to the live recording. See, Anderson .Paak is like the only other drummer that I know that does that can do both. Mm-hmm. Man, I seriously don't see how you
We
keep
had an
breath.
old band, and he was pretty much the front man, but also the drummer in it. He sung the most and everything.
How do y'all do a stage setup? Because usually, like, the main singer is, like, in the front.
Yeah, I know, that kind of sucks, man, because I love playing drums so much, but I love singing and screaming too. But then I can't move around and jump around because I'm sitting playing drums. So I mean,
Yeah.
that part kind of sucks for me.
It's a great song. This has been fun.
Oh.
But man, like, this is like really exciting stuff, and I think that y'all are really going to hopefully start a movement around here, man.
Yeah.
And for anybody that wants to be a part of the movement, get some cool merch, check out the CDs, and know more about Ghost Pilot, how do they do that?
Facebook is where our biggest following is, but it's Facebook or Instagram. It's both kind of the same thing. That's where we post everything. We announce stuff, and we've got a link tree there that's got all of our merch links and Apple Music links and all that fun stuff.
There's an actual name for that, a link tree.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, it shows you how much I know about all this stuff. But boys, like, really, this has been a pleasure talking with y'all today.
Yeah,
man.
it really has.
Yeah, it has.
And thank you for this, dude. This is awesome right here. Again, everybody, go check it out. Mountain music, everywhere you can listen online to music. Ghost Pilot, Gravedigger. My favorite song is Gravedigger on it, but you can listen to it and have
Which we
your
even
own.
had the CDs on that printed and stuff, and we included a lovely little note for everybody in there.
For real?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I can get this dang thing
Because
open.
we made that font. The font that we use for that is a custom font.
How do you make a font?
We filled out a font sheet and did everything we wanted to, and we
Like,
can use it so the notes actually typed out in that font.
that's cool. Oh, I see it. Okay, that's a lot to read.
Yeah. In short, it's
But like,
thanks for supporting a local band. If you
That's-
buy our CD, you want to send us a picture of you, we'll post it.
man, that's cool. Yeah, see, like, that's what I love most about independent bands like y'all, man. You care about your fans, and you do neat little stuff like that to stand out. And that right there, it means something to people.
We see one of the skulls on the back on the track list. There's a skull in the top right corner, and there's one kind of in the left middle. The one in the left middle was a fan art that Jonathan Hopkins sent us, and he didn't know that was going to be on there until we actually released the stuff for the CDs and saw that we put his skull that he drew for us on there.
That's cool, man. Man, I wish nothing but good stuff for y'all in the future. I really do, man.
Gotta have fun with it.
Hey,
Thank you, man.
I'm a fan. Hopefully, y'all get a lot more. Hopefully, this helps the.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's so
think it
wild how
will.
you're so new too, man. That's so crazy.
Well, also, I just want to say something.
What?
It's a little self shout out.
Okay, go for it.
I also make solo music, so I'm dropping an album soon under just my name, Billy Estep.
Nice.
There you go.
That'll all be on the Ghost Pilot page stuff too.
Everybody, go check out Billy Estep. Go check out Ghost Pilot. And again,
Check out Mirrored Image.
Mirrored Image, new album dropping Friday. Everything Means Nothing to Me. Still, I mean, that's such a great album name.
Oh yeah,
And
I love the artwork for it too. Just the real, it's
simplistic.
something. Yeah.
It's very simplistic. But ladies and gentlemen, Zach Lucas, Billy Joe Estep Jr., a.k.a. Skeezy, and Bill Tackett.
Gotta get a thumbnail.
Boom. See y'all next week, folks. Boom.
Yes.